like newsletters are a big deal today. The problem is I'm just so old that I've seen the cycles of newsletter technology a couple times now. And it's cool today, but it was also cool literally 10 years ago. And so I wrote and started my first consistent email newsletter more than 10 years ago. And I have a personal email newsletter that has almost 19,000 readers. So I've been doing this for a long time. So, so I think it's just funny that I've now lived long enough to see these cycles of interest come and go. And right now, it's in vogue again, and that's really exciting. But it never really went out of style either, because people like me have consistently published newsletters for more than 10 years. Now, I've recently started a new one, which is fun because I haven't started a net new email newsletter in a long time. So there's a lot of new technologies, there's a lot of new workflows, a lot of new ideas around how to do a newsletter well. And so what's neat is I'm able to apply the historicity, my experience writing newsletters and launching them, but now also combine that with these newer forms of technologies. So it's been really, really fun to do that. What's also nice is I have the benefit of experience as well. So not only am I able to think a little bit more broadly and more sophisticated about my newsletter, how I want to use it, how I want to design it, the workflows and the publishing schedules, but I have a little bit more of a realistic expectation of goals and how I tie a newsletter and the mechanics of writing content and then directing that into a very discrete path toward either product or sales or some sort of transaction. Yep. So business logic. Which is where ultimately you land with a newsletter. The reason you have a newsletter is to ultimately drive business. So money from your reader's pocket into your pocket at some point in time. Yeah. There's so many different ways to do that. And I think there are some best practices around how you format that ask, so to speak. In fact, the best newsletters never actually ask. You earn their trust through creating value. But yeah, so newsletters are still here. They were here 10 years ago. They're here today. And I think everyone especially who's running a business, an online business, should be using one.